You are in a protective bubble here. Any attempts to penetrate your bubble are largely unsuccessful, and so they remain at bay. There is, however, someone whom is pushing the boundaries more so, while others recognize your boundaries and hold back. There may be someone or something that is less aware or blatantly doesn't care for your boundaries. This requires you to hold true to your boundaries, to be very clear in your boundaries, and also to remain grounded when confronted by the lack of respect for your boundaries. To others, you may be seeing yourself in relation to something or someone as having healthy boundaries, when really you're using the idea of boundaries as an excuse or a front to avoid something or someone. It's more of a block than a boundary. So, while some are clear as to your healthy boundaries and have respect for them in regards to someone else, you may be attempting to block them through the idea of boundaries, and rather it's actually a wall you've built for self-preservation and protection. Someone may be trying to knock your walls down, and your fear of letting someone in is seeing this as a disrespect for your boundaries, while the boundary pusher or wall knocker is actually there to help. You see your shadow in this. It's not that they're being disrespectful. They're not of ill intentions. Quite the opposite. That's just your perception of them. Your narrative to fit yourself. Preservation and protection methods resulting from past wounds, and therefore walls were built that you are labeling as boundaries that this poor person is passionately contending with. To recognize that your so-called boundaries are actually walls is harder than the idea that you have good boundaries, because that means, in your view, it's a positive thing rather than something deeper that requires learning, healing, and growing from. The great work. This is a hard worker. If you're not shy of hard work in this world, why not put the same effort into study of self? You're being called to recognize your strong work ethic in this lifetime actually has a deeper purpose. Your greatest strength is as yet still to be uncovered. The ability to push through no matter how hard things get may be admired by the conditioned world. However, in all honesty, it's likely taking a toll on your mental, physical, and emotional well-being. There's only so long you can hold your ground in this facade before it'll catch up with you. It's likely the universe has tried to tell you many times that not only do you need a break from the expectations of society to work 9 to 5 and then some, because work does not begin and end in paid employment. The hardest work is to break free from this mindset of what work is according to this world and our conditioned experience within it. You are being called to seek a new way of knowing, doing, and being, and often this comes to light through utter burnout, through our bodies giving in, getting sick, or being forced to stop for one reason or another. Perhaps you break a bone, or put your back out. Whatever it is that forces you to stop, the time and space that this creates for you gives you room to breathe and relax. In that space, new thoughts are free to arise. It's a transition from what you're used to that does not serve you to a different way of thinking about life, about the hows, whats, and whys of your existence. It's getting to your core of your passions and desires on a deeper level. Go inward, as a level of truth buried deep beneath conditioned layers of knowing, doing, and being that has been suppressed beneath the need to impress outside of yourself. You are capable of greatness. It might be time to consider what greatness looks like from an intrinsic effect, as opposed to the often short-lived extrinsic reward and effect. That is generally more of an egocentric surface-level need for acceptance in the working world. As it is portrayed in everyday life, the left-hand path is calling you. It doesn't mean you have to give up the right-hand path. It means a balance of inner and outer work is required, a gradual transition from the known to the unknown. You've got the strength to do this. It really is dependent upon where you sit in your life as to when you get to a point of seeking something more, and when you do, the rewards will outweigh any idea of what you once thought you wanted, needed, and desired previously. Decided without heart consultation. Your heart and mind will begin to work in unity, seamlessly, and the truth of what you really, purely, vulnerably, unknowingly, truthfully want, need, and desire at depth becomes the path you follow or flow in, if you like.